Hello students, good morning. Today we will read a new poem on killing a tree. This poem is written by G. Patel. As the name suggests, the writer is Indian writer and he was living in Mumbai. And this poem talks about the amount of the efforts required to kill a tree, which takes a great deal of time and natural resources to grow. The vivid description and ironic tone means here, what's the meaning of ironic tone? Means he put a satire. मीन्स इन्होंने यहाँ पे हमें बताया है कि खाली तुम ट्री को कट कर लो एक सिंपल जैब से, इट वोंट बी पॉसिबल, एंड द सैडनेस ऑफ द सिचुएशन. इन दिस पोएम ऑन किलिंग अ ट्री, the poet wants to say something about the cutting of the trees. According to him, it will take too much time to kill a tree. His poem speaks a deep concern for nature and expose man's cruelty, means how the humans are so cruel towards these trees and these non-living things. And he also saying that if we think that trees are the non-living thing and they are not having any kind of sense and feelings, you are absolutely wrong. Means trees are also having a kind of sense and emotions also, because it takes too much time to grow a small plant into a tree, and it takes sunlight, air, water, soil and so many things. Then it become a tree like a child. As a child is very small and it grows with so many emotions with the parents and surroundings, and then it's become a young adult man or a girl. Means like he is comparing a tree with a child. Okay, so beautifully it gives the description here. So one by one, each and every line we'll discuss, and also the hard words I am explaining here. Okay, first of all, just read this stanza. It takes much time to kill a tree. Not a simple zap of a knife will do it. It has grown and slowly consuming inside the earth, rising out of it, feeding upon its crust, absorbing sunlight, air, water, leprous hide, and out of its leprous hide sprouting leaves. What's the hard words are here? Zap. What's the meaning of zap? Zap is sudden rough blow, means a simple hit. Rough blow means a single hit. Leprous hide is a discolored bark. As this bark is consuming so much water, air and sunlight from the upper layer of the earth. Upper layer of the earth is saying as a crust. Okay, upper layer of the soil is denoting as a crust. So this bleeding bark means this trunk of the tree is consuming so many things from the upper layer of the earth. So then it become a tree. So only a single hit cannot make it possible to cut the trees. And because of that, it is very hard on the above the earth crust, and its color become fade, because all the time, all the season it is facing that rain, also it is facing winter, summer, spring, so many things it is facing. That's why the bark, the trunk is very hard and it is also discolored in a brown color. Leprous hide is taking a word by leprosy. What is the meaning of leprosy? Leprosy is a kind of disease. When you will see that some people surrounded by in your surrounding, you can see that they are having the white spot on their skin, and slowly, gradually their skins will fade as the time passes. That disease is called leprosy, and this leprous hide is taking from that leprosy disease, means faded color. Okay, so one by one, see each line. Explanation. It takes much time to kill a tree. The poet is saying that it is not a simple task to cutting a tree. The poet says that it is not an easy task or a simple jab of knife Simple zap means simple hit of knife. You can cut a tree, a strong tree. It is not possible. To wipe out the existence of the tree means a simple hit is not wipe. It's not enough. Is not very enough to wipe out. Means to ruin out the existence of a tree. Ruin out the existence of a tree. Okay. To actually kill a tree, we need to make much more efforts. In the same way, it is not easy to kill a human soul. Means in the same here it comparison this tree with the human feeling. If we want to kill an actual human's emotion, we have to hurt the emotionally. We have to hurt a human emotionally. Then after we can break it down. Otherwise, the inner self-confidence will grow the human's mentality again. So if you want to kill a human soul, you have to kill it by its root. By emotionally you have to kill that person. So it takes not a simple jab, because it has grown slowly consuming inside the earth. Because here the poet is saying that it is very strong. Why? Because it consuming, it is taking from the earth, from the crust, the upper part of the crust, and absorbing the years of sunlight. Means from many years the trees barks, trees roots absorbing the sunlight, air and water. And because of facing these all harsh condition, it is getting the leprous height. It is this bark, the trunk is having the discolor, and now it's sprouting the leaves. Means that after it is sprouting the leaves from the tree. The tree has grown to its full size by consuming the earth's feeding upon its crust, absorbing years of sunlight, air and water. So that's why the bark is looking irregular and scaly. Leaves and branches sprout of it. So this is the first stanza. See the second stanza, what the poet is saying. So hack and chop, but this won't do it. Not so much pain will do it. The bleeding bark will heal, and from close to the ground will rise curled green twigs. Miniature boughs, which if underchecked will expand again to the former size. What the poet is refining in this, first of all we'll see this diagram. If we cut a tree, in between the trunk and this trunk, if we cut a tree, it will again, so a white liquid we can see here. When we cut a tree from the trunk, we can see a white liquid. The poet is comparing this white liquid with the human blood, bleeding bark. As you can see, some wounds occur on our skin, and the bleeding is going there. So a white liquid is also there with that bleeding. With red blood, the white blood cells are also there in our blood. So these white bloods, that WBC, white blood cells, are able to reheal our wound. In the same way, that white liquid which is coming from the trunk of the tree, it will heal it again. So the leaves is again sprouting from this part of the tree. So it is not a simple task to cut a tree. It will take too much time. Okay. So let us see the hard words first. Hack means cut roughly by striking heavy blood. So hack and chop means do this practice again and again. Like we are chopping the vegetables, you have to cut the tree from its trunk, and again you have to put a zap, and after you will finish it cutting in middle of the trunk. This alone won't do it. Not so much pain will do it. The bleeding bark will heal. Heal means again the twigs are, the small branches are coming out from the part, from the area from where you had cut the tree. And from close to the ground there will rise curled green small twigs, small branches will rise. Miniature means very tiny small branches are coming from that bleeding bark, which if unchecked will expand it again. Means if you don't check these small twigs which are coming from the cutting part you had cut, and if you don't check from a long period of time, so it will be again in the former sides. So on only a simple zap is not enough to cut a tree. So what should you do? It is the solution is given in the next stanza. So what the poet is saying in this stanza? The poet is saying that even though the bark looks irregular and scaly, leaves and branches sprout off it. When a tree is chopped, the barks bleed, but this bleeding heal with the time. New twigs grow again, which are chopped off are replaced by the new boughs, which grow into the former size once again. If one wants to kill a tree, so what should you do? You have to see the next paragraph. The root is to be pulled out of the anchoring earth. It is to be roped, tied and pulled out, snapped out or pulled out entirely. Out of the earth cave, and the strength of the tree expose the source white and wet, the most sensitive hidden for years inside the earth. So what's the hard word here? See the hard word. Wait. Hard words are this: anchoring earth. Anchoring earth means deep inside the earth. Deep inside the earth. Anchoring earth means tightly inside the earth. Trees are held securely with the help of the roots in the earth. Snapped out means chopped out. So let us read one by one each and every line. So what in the previous stanza, what the poet had said, that if you cut a tree from in between the trunk or somewhere other part, it should be bleed in a white liquid, and this white liquid is able to proceeding create to again the small twigs are growing from that bleeding bark. So it is not a simple task to cut a tree. So what should you do? You have to be pulled out from its root. Means you have to be cut the tree. You have to be pulled out. You have to be put your full strength to pull out a tree from its root out of the anchoring earth. Anchoring means deep inside the earth, because the tree is growing and so many years it has taken to grow a tree. So the roots are very spreading out inside the earth anchor, means earth cave. So here the poet is using the very beautiful word earth cave, means very deep inside the earth. So you should have to be pulled out by its roots. It is to be roped, tied and pulled out, snapped out. Means you should have to rope the tree. You have to tie a tree with a rope, and then you have to be pulled out from the earth cave. Full tree, entire tree you have to be pulled out from the earth cave. So, and the strength of the tree exposed. Then this is the time that you can see the strength of a tree. Means if you are thinking that it's only a plant and plants we can pull out easily, it's not an easy task. Means he is comparing here with humans, with those human we are thinking that they are very weak, but actually the inside power, the self-confidence power is very high. So here the poet is comparing those weak people and saying them and give them the idea keep not that you should be very confident inside your heart that no can harm your emotions, no can even touch your emotions. So you should be very self-confident and very brave inside your heart first of all. So after pulled out, snapped out or pulled out entirely out from the earth cave, and then the strength of the tree exposed, then you will see how big it is, how hard it is, and it's a really very tough task to cut a tree. The source. What's the source? What is the source of a tree? The source of the tree are its roots, because without roots that tree cannot be in its size, because with the mouth we can eat and stomach is there to the digestion, then after we are growing and be strong. In the same way, by the roots the trees are getting its food, water, air and everything, then after it's become its in the big size. So the source are means these roots are, when we pulled out the roots from the earth's cave, we can see the color of the roots are white, and they are, yes, of course, wet also. The most sensitive, and these roots are, although these roots are the source, but they are very sensitive and very that we can say that very weak, most sensitive, hidden for years inside the earth. As they hidden inside the earth, so the color of the roots are white because they did never face any hardness, so the color is white and they are very sensitive. And so if the question being asked from you that what's the quality of the roots, what's the quality of the source, they are white in color, they are very sensitive, and they are wet also, but they are the base of growing any tree. Okay. So in this stanza, that the poet gave a suggestion that we have to be pulled out from if we want to cut a tree, we have to be pulled out from its earth cave. Okay, this is the last stanza. And then what the poet is saying, that then the matter of scorching, choking, sun, air, browning, hardening, twisting, withering, and it is done. Scorching and choking means the drying up the tree after being uprooted, means when we uprooted a tree, so after that it is the end point of any tree. So then the matter of scorching. So at last you are tied the tree, you have tied the tree by its rope and pulled out from the earth cave, and now it is in front of your eyes, and it is on the upper part of the, it is lying on the upper part of the earth, means we can see the root part also. And then if we put align them, then the roots should be facing these air and sun, then the color of the roots are turning from white to brown, and now they are when they are under the earth, when these roots are under the earth, they were very sensitive, but now they are on the earth, so now they are facing the sunlight and air, so now they are very hard, they also twisted, they also withering. Withering means murjhana, means these roots are now very withered, and then it is done. So at last, when root part is dying, so the tree is also at its last final dying position, then it is done. So at last, after doing this, you can cut a tree actually. So what's the meaning of this poetry? The inner sense of this poetry is, if you want to kill a human, so first of all you have to kill its soul. So first of all we have to kill its soul. Okay, then after we are able to kill actual a human. So here so many words that relate with the human, like bleeding bark, like a human are having blood, So poet is also using that bleeding bark. So by this lines and sensitivity, we can assume that poet is not mention the trees as a non-living thing. He is saying that they are also having the life. So it's up to you. It's a very interesting and short poem with a very difficult words are here. So first of all, you have to learn these words and try to understand the summary of the poetry. Thank you. Take care and bye bye.